Welcome to Heavy Rescue on the Nebraska Lands USA map. Over the last few days, with the warm temperatures, all the snow has melted. This morning we received a few calls for vehicles stuck in mud. We will be responding to them here with HR 150 and HR 126, our Western Star Rotator, and our custom Peterbilt 25-ton. The first call is from the local farmer. He has a new Mack Anthem with a fully loaded grain trailer stuck in the mud. Let's hop here in HR 150 and head on out. I'm excited to be back here with a Heavy Rescue series. I've gotten quite a lot of requests for more videos, which will be coming. It's a pretty tight turn leaving our tow yard here, and I thought what better than to do it here on the new map. With vehicles stuck in mud, it's pretty much a tug of war against the mud until we get the vehicle out onto solid ground. Now, one thing we have to be careful of is not to take our trucks off-road. The ground is just so wet, we couldn't get ourselves stuck even if we go down a dirt road that's pretty solid. If you do have any cool recommendations for future Heavy Rescue videos, please let me know down below. And looks like we are coming up here on it. Whoa, look at that. From a distance, we could already see that the back end of that truck is completely sunk. He did say he tried to get it out himself, but he wanted to call in the pros because this is a new truck he recently purchased, and he does not want it damaged, or else he would have just got it with his own tractor. But look at this, guys. Front wheels stuck in the mud, back wheels in a pretty big foot and a half deep mud hole there, and fully loaded. Looks like these hoppers are not yet down there. Now, that's a good thing. We do not want these to get broken because all of this grain, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of grain, would go all over. So I think the game plan is to set up with a rotator. We don't want to come on this road, but we want to minimize ourselves to maybe a lane at most of the road. So I think we'll get turned around and position ourselves kind of right about here. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Let me know how it is down below. My day has been great so far. This looks to be a pretty challenging pull here on us, even though it's not no big accident. Truck stuck in mud is always a challenge. I think we'll get off the road just like this, and I think this looks to be good. Right about here looks to be good, and let's get the tow bar down. Now, we are doing a few things different with the rotator. We are actually going to extend it all the way out. That way we get a direct straight on pull and a little bit of a side pull as well. So this will be a pretty cool feature, and now we are doing something else as well to make it realistic. So we'll get this in the center, and we'll get a little bit of a lift on it to lift those front wheels up, but I think right about there looks to be good. You guys, actually, yes, we are in the center, and we'll get the winch on. Perfect, so we got the winch on there. Let's kind of drop this down, and this is pretty cool now. We could actually pick this winch line up and drag it out. So luckily, this is a free spool, and it's pretty easy to get going here for us. Let's bring it all the way out, and we are getting pretty close, I believe. Perfect. So now one thing we do have to do, which isn't too realistic, we actually have to take the winch off there. And we have to put it on here, but it's pretty cool though that we can still walk back. Now, more than likely the truck might slide. We just really have to see what happens. And we are having the truck slide just a little bit, but the truck is coming. Look at that, it's slightly rolling. And we are getting it. There we go, you guys can see it just started to budge. It looks like we're doing it. A little bit slow and steady is going to be perfect. Oh yeah, we're slowly getting it out of this back area. We'll stop that there, hop on the other side, and we'll kind of watch it from this side now. And And there we go. So we are slowly getting it. It is a bit of a struggle. I actually just turned it on high spool winch to make it a little bit faster. The truck was sliding around just a little bit, and I think it's actually going to be a little bit of a better thing to come on the field just a little because there is some mud over there as well. But pretty hard pull force. It almost looked easy, but these calls are never easy. Slowly getting it. Once the back wheels are over, we'll put it in free spool, and we should be able to kind of get this truck off, and I think we'll just put it on the side of the road once we do get it out. We definitely needed the rotator for this call due to the heavy weights, and we are getting a little bit of a side pull winching, which is what we needed. Perfect. A little bit more, and that looks to be good. Awesome, so I think that's probably good right about there. And let's actually kind of just release the tension there. We'll come back here, get our tow hook so we could put that winch line back. And let's kind of see if we can find it really quickly. It was actually back here in the grass. It should be around this area. And there it is. We always want to bring back everything because these are pretty expensive, and we definitely don't want to be leaving these out and about. But we'll put the winch back on this, and we'll put the winch away. And really quickly, we have to detach there and right there. Perfect, so we got the winch all put away. Let's get the truck forward. You guys can actually see that the truck got pulled just around 2 to 3 feet. That is pretty big. Luckily, everything went well here for us, and we didn't get it ourselves stuck. We'll just make sure he gets out here on the main roads, and then we are back to the shop. I hope everyone is excited for all the cool upcoming videos. We will have lots of multiplayer videos coming, some roleplay videos, and also a new farming series. I can't wait for that. It will be pretty cool. And the farmer definitely has to get his truck washed off, get all that mud off. But there we go. His brand new truck is back on the road, and that's the job complete. Let's head back over to the shop. Now, with it being the winter season, we will have lots of snow-related calls coming up, which is going to be pretty exciting. I do believe that there is snow in the forecast, but this is pretty interesting as well. Once all of the snow melts, the ground is pretty wet, and this is what happened. The farmer got stuck, and now the next call we are going to is from a homeowner. He was trying to get his toy hauler out of his backyard with his F-250 and got itself stuck. So we'll actually switch trucks. This is a bit too big to bring into the neighborhoods. I don't even think the road can handle a truck like this. This is a 50-ton rotator, so it's a little bit too big for that job. So we'll switch trucks, and let's kind of see if we can go give him a hand. And perfect. Here's HR-126, our custom Peterbilt sleeper. I really do like this quite a lot. This thing looks pretty cool. Now, I do watch a lot of towing videos and also some TV shows related to towing, and I definitely try to be realistic as those shows are as well. And the house was actually within a mile of our shop, so it wasn't too far away, and I believe it's this one coming up to the right-hand side. Let's kind of go see where it is and kind of get positioned. And we could already see it now. From a distance, we could already tell that this thing is stuck here in quite a lot of mud. It looks like a pretty new F-250. Really quickly, let's check out those tires. Yeah, those are not good tires for trying to pull something. I mean, this thing here probably weighs around 15 to 20,000 pounds. Guys, since you look at the back is completely stuck. So the ground must have sank and just... probably not a good area, probably a lot of water, and the tires just went right into the ground quite a bit here, and it's leaning, and that is not too safe. So let's kind of get going. We'll get the truck ready to go. Now, the homeowner is not home, but he did leave us the keys as well, and we'll probably just get it on the road for him. And even if we do have time, we'll probably put it in his driveway for him, and we'll get in position. Really don't want to go off the grass. Once again, we don't want to get ourselves stuck. I think right about here. Perfect. get those back stabilizers of the tow bar, and I don't think we'll extend the boom because we don't want the front to lift up. We want all of the brakes. We'll get the winch on. Now I really do like this truck here, how you do have it, and we are just pulling the winch line out. That definitely adds to the realism. Oh yeah, this heavy wrecker was a perfect one for this job. And where can we attach to? Looks like he does actually have a tow hook in for us. That's very kind of him. He did say he wanted to be as helpful as he could to get the process as fast as possible. So there we go. We are attached. Let's kind of see. Oh yeah, it's already moving. Let's see our truck. Our truck's good. And this is going to be a pretty far winch out, but it looks like we are going already. Wow. Now this entire area here is completely wet, and actually the water's coming up just about an inch in the boot, so we'll have to drag it all the way out of the yard. We'll definitely put it on the fast winch mode, but I do want to get off this little mud pit area. Look at that, guys, a ton of damage. We'll just stop, take a quick look at it. Whoa, look at that. So just almost like a mud sinkhole happened here. This is almost out of the mud, which is great. Having a remote controller here with us is pretty helpful. I will have to say it's a lot easier than doing it out of the truck and trying to watch what happens. Perfect. So we are definitely making some pretty good progress here with this. And let's kind of extend out the boom just a little bit. Really want it to go. Let's make it go a little bit more over here instead of away from those bushes. There we go. HR 126 is doing a great job here. Pretty big heavy pull, but we got it there. So before we do that, let's get the hook again, and let's put that back on. Now I was going to see if we can just put the hook on ourselves, but it is sometimes tricky not having it at the right area, and I'm not sure where that tow hook went. Looks like it disappeared here on us, so that is okay. We'll just have to kind of look for that after, but let's kind of get this taken off. It's always tricky getting that position, and let's get our truck back on the road. Looks like our truck did get pulled probably about a foot, but that's not too bad. Let's get this F-250 and toy hauler put in the driveway. I think that's going to be the safest area for it. And one thing you do need if you want to go off-roading, trying to get things out, is you do need to make sure the ground is solid. And also, you need better tires than these. These look to be some worn-out street tires that he just never really replaced. Oh yeah, perfect. It's going back here, which is great. Awesome, so both jobs have been complete here. Let's hop back here in the heavy wrecker, and let's head to the shop. I do have some big plans coming up here with a heavy rescue series. We will be switching through the maps, probably some crashes in California, but with it being snow, I want to do some snowy crashes because when it snows out, there's always people driving fast, losing control, and we always have to go out and kind of respond to those calls. And we are back here at the shop. So with switching maps and everything, we don't really have the same shop, which I definitely would prefer, but I really do also like switching maps and kind of trying new maps as well. One thing I have noticed about these heavy wreckers, it does take a while for the brakes to really engage, but once they do, they work pretty well. And that's just about here for today. Hope everybody enjoyed our heavy rescue video on the new Nebraska Lands USA map. It was a bit of a tug-of-war there with both jobs in the mud versus our heavy wreckers. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one and subscribe for more.